Good evening and welcome to my presentation on QUIA. We'll be dealing particularly with QUIA Web today. I said good evening, but you might be watching it during the daytime or in the evening. My name is Randy Weiss and I've used QUIA for a long time, actually for I think approximately 4 years. Some people call it QIA, Kia, all types of different names, but in reality it doesn't matter what you call it as long as you can use it to benefit you and your students. We're going to begin by telling you that it does require a payment to work, but there's a free trial available. What I advise teachers to do is to try the free 30-day trial to see if they like the service. If they like the service, I think they can very easily persuade their administrators to come up with the funds to purchase this for them if they choose not to use their own funds. It's approximately $49. Also, if they choose not to purchase at this time, all the quizzes created within the framework will still be there, and you can access them for your students. Okay, I have a login, and we'll go ahead and log into my account. This is basically the control panel of the home page for QUIA. It's called the Instructor Zone. As you can see on the left, we have activities, quizzes, surveys, question bank, etc., etc. There's several things you can do with it. I'm going to give you what we call the quote-unquote Reader's Digest edition of it right now. But here we go with what I call but my favorite part of it, the quizzes section. When you're in the quizzes section, you have several options. You can view top quizzes from around the world. Let's try that first. Let's say we want to make a quiz on Christopher Columbus. We can view the top quizzes, and our keyword can be Columbus, and you're going to see several quizzes on Christopher Columbus, some with 50 questions, some with 25 questions, etc., etc. If you like it, you can copy that quiz to your account, and then you can edit it. And that's one of my favorite features as well, because sometimes people teach from different textbooks or the different objective, and you might want to add some or take away from what they have available. And of course the other is actually how to create your own quiz. So let's go back. And when creating your own quiz, let's stick with a Christopher Columbus theme. I'll call it Columbus and the Age of Discovery. It's going to ask how many questions. We're going to say we're going to start with 3 questions. We're going to make the multiple choice. We're going to add. Now, what area of Europe did Columbus come from? Now that's not very good grammar. I'm just putting this together for you guys. We can go with, of course, Spain, Italy, France, and Germany. And we'll check our correct answer, of course, is Italy. He came from Italy. Now, from what country? Let me change that. What country founded Columbus voyage? Italy, Spain, France, or Germany? And of course we know the reason I put Castile is because actually Spain was not officially Spain yet at that time. And last but not least, what ship did Columbus sail in Europe? And of course the correct answer would be the Santa Maria. And see, that one, the thinking level is a little bit more because the Pinta and the Nina were ships that were in Columbus's party, and he actually sailed back from the New World on the Pinta. So we're ready to go here. We want to display question numbers, point values. We want to, let's look at all this very quickly. And let's see. Basically, you have several options. But again, you can do that however you'd like to do. And we are done with that. And as soon as we're finished, it's going to give us a link. Now, those of you who are web savvy can post this link on your website. You can simply email this link to your student, or you can go to your Quia account even after your free trial is expired, and the quizzes you've created can be accessed if you have these URLs, these web addresses. And to show you how it works, right here, we didn't make it mandatory that you sign in a name, so we'll call it John Doe. Start now. What area of Europe did Columbus sail from? Of course, he sailed from, did Columbus come from, excuse me, Italy. What country founded Columbus' voyage, or funded? See, I've got an error there, so I'll show you how to fix that in a second. It is Spain. And what ship did Columbus sail from Europe on? We're going to miss this on purpose and put the Mayflower. I'm going to show you how it grades it. It gives you a score of 67% because we missed, obviously, Columbus sailed on the Santa Maria. Now, back to this quiz. If you notice, I misspelled funded. So now we need to go, and it should be alphabetical. We will scroll down to Columbus in the Age of Discovery, edit. We will find the question which has the misspelled word in it, which is question number 2. We'll delete the O, and we'll save changes. And the URL shouldn't change. Everything should be fine on that. And again, that's just one of the many things. Obviously, I don't have time to set up classes. We run out of hard drive space as we're making this video. But you can see you set up classes. It gives you a class website, a link that you can put on your website, and it lets you assign quizzes to individual classes. Again, that's why the free trial is so important, because you can actually play with it a little bit and decide if it's for you. But I think after you do, you'll love it and go that route, because it is one of by far the best testing and measurement instruments out there on the internet.